Welcome to our Bradley's. I'm Executive Chef Jacob Zimmerman. Today we're going to be making lobster bisque. Let's get started. 1 main lobster, diced celery, diced onion, bay leaf, tomato paste, sherry, water, unsalted butter, heavy cream, and half and half. We're going to be breaking the recipe into 2 sections, one for the lobster base, which is where all the flavor comes from. The second part is the soup, which gives you the consistency to hold the flavor. First thing you need to do is remove the tail while he's still alive or uncooked. Set that to the side, you're going to be using that later. With the remainder of it, what you would do is you would boil him until eventually he comes out looking like this. Remove actually his front claws. It's not necessary in the recipe we're using today. First you saute the butter, throwing in the celery and the onions. Make sure that the celery is a little translucent and the onions are slightly golden color to bring out the flavor. That's when you know it's time to actually deglaze the pan with the sherry. You do need to cook the alcohol out of the sherry. And then you would add your tomato base and the lobster and your water. When you're making a small batch at home, please feel free to crush the lobster. The smaller that you crush them, the quicker things cook. We actually need to cook this at a rolling boil for 3 hours. From there, you're going to strain out all the lobster and reduce it down probably for another hour and a half. The real secret to this recipe is patience. This is actually the finished lobster base right here. All right, now that we got the finished base, let's go ahead and cook the soup. Take a little bit of base, put it in a hot pan. It should start to cook immediately. Throw in the heavy cream and the half and half. As you can see that it's bubbling on the side. It's at a nice rolling boil. When it's reduced down by half, you know you're done. Check to see if your soup is done. Stir it with a spoon and see how it coats. What you're looking for is to coat and kind of stick evenly. I'm gonna set this to the side while we actually cook the lobster meat. Chop the meat, grab a hot saute pan. Once again, a little bit more butter. Throw the lobster meat in there. And what you're looking for it to do is turn nice and white. Here we have Bradley's famous lobster bisque. You can save yourself a lot of time and just come into Bradley's. We'll have it ready for you. Or you can give it a try at home. The choice is yours. No talking. Make sure no one talks. If anybody comes up here, just tell them to go away without talking.